All right, what's up, y'all? We're back, and man, I'm still kind of hyped after the Broncos win. So, pardon me if I'm a little bit, I don't know, just stoked. Probably more so than I need to be. I mean, it's one win, but it's a win all the same. It's a damn good one. Hard fought, and that's all I can say about that. Speaking of hard fought, and boy, is it ever hard fought as it can be right now up in Boulder. I mean, it's tough loss, but they actually did fight their way back into it fairly late in the game, of course. I really feel like if they would have actually been serious about it, they could have actually gotten themselves in position to perhaps tie it. Because the defense was starting to do some things that was causing USC problems. I mean, Caleb Williams wasn't as comfortable in that pocket as he started off looking, similar to Justin Fields. But all the same, I mean, it was just a little too much of that. A little too much of him, Marshawn Lloyd, Taj Washington, and of course Brendan Rice. I kept forgetting about the fact we're talking about the son of legendary Hall of Fame receiver Jerry Rice, is the receiver for the USC Trojans, Brendan Rice. I mean, dude is he look. I don't know if he's gonna be quite as good as his daddy, but he's definitely got his daddy's game going for him. Let's be real about that. I mean, I would anticipate him being on the next level here in the next year or so. I'd have to take a look again at what year he is, but man, the guy is nice. Jerry's kid can ball, just the same as how Dion's kids can ball. Jerry's kid can ball too, but it's really, really interesting to see how everything unfolded. I mean, again, it was just too much Caleb Williams in the end. 30 of 40 passing with 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, it was a practical onslaught. I mean, there was just no way around it. I mean, I love what the Buffs did going towards the end. They fought back, and they weren't just going to take the shit lying down or anything like that. They actually showed some real grit and actually showed some really good flashes as far as what they could do to build off of that. And I think that was literally all you could hope for, especially after losing 42-6 against Oregon the week before, which, I mean, I kind of anticipated that not being so great, especially without Travis Hunter. But most of all, we ended up losing Shiloh Sanders in this game, and it was just real wild. I do apologize for the "we" part. I don't mean to be so subjective about it, but it was just real wild that that wound up being the case because it actually showed. But then again, the Buffs ended up fighting through it rather nicely. I mean, I'm thinking about guys like Omarion Cooper, of course. Where'd that go? Jordan Dominic, who I think has been one of the better front seven players, if not the best one that has been suiting up for the Buffaloes all year. And I'm looking for the other one here. Apparently Xavier Weaver was on the defense. I'm not really sure why that was. That was probably to stop a turnover from turning into a big score. I just had the name here. It's one of two names. One of them is Amarion Mitchell. But of course we got Amarion Cooper, and I'm just trying to see where I lost this other one here. Golly, Cormani McLean. Cormani McLean, that was the one that I was looking for. So, Cormani McLean and Omari and Cooper are a couple of corners who, for whatever reason, we didn't see a whole lot of. Well, Cooper, on the other hand, I think has actually gotten a lot of PT. But McLean, on the other hand, not so much. And he actually proved rather significant yesterday because they weren't able to get as many openings with him on the field the way that they seem to have been a lot earlier in the game. And then, of course, you had Omari and Miller come through here and actually provide a significant spark that made it look like the Buffs had a really good chance. As I see the Cowboys, I'm sorry, I got the Cowboys Patriots game on a monitor here, and they actually scored a fake field goal on them. I'm sorry, that's just hilarious to see that. But anyway, no, it was just really crazy because, again, it was a lot of the same things with the Bronco game. It was like, where was all of this earlier when it really would have been necessary? Because it would have came down to stops that would have been huge. Now, granted, Travis Hunter being there, that makes a huge difference. I'm thinking CU wins, not only if he's playing, but if Shiloh's out there. Come on. Come on. With the way they were rallying at that point, I'm sorry. And like I said, the rest of that defense seems to be stepping up. I mean, if there's some actual dogs that they have up there in Boulder, we saw a bit of that yesterday. So, I gotta say, yes, it's a growing pains process of a thing right now, but you had to expect this. This is Coach Prime's first year, Shador's first year in Division I. I mean, it's just going to be like that. And I don't care who you are, you're not just going to go in on your initial attempt and just completely knock it out of the park to the point to where, you know, you're just going to look like invincible or anything like that. That's just not reality. But all that being said, though, it's going to be really interesting. Got Arizona State next week. I'm not really sure how the TV aspect of it's going to be working out. I'm thinking it's going to be the later local afternoon game on Fox. So look forward to that, 4:30, twitch.tv/A&J Network. There's that. And then the next week is going to be at home against Stanford. I'm thinking both of those are going to be wins, but they're probably going to be tough wins. Then it's going to be UCLA. That's going to be a wild card in that because there was a point in time in the season where they were ranked much like CU was, but not anymore. The following week, however, unlike UCLA is a ranked team in Oregon State, I kind of feel like that's going to still be the case. Same thing with Washington State and Utah as the last two games of the regular season, with Arizona between those two and the Oregon State game. I mean, all in all, there's no way we're not getting 6 wins out of the Buffaloes this year. I mean, absolutely no way that can't be the case because there are too many things to draw off of, especially as far as positives, with the way they performed against SC. And, you know, I just have a tough time believing that they're not going to make a bowl game. They're absolutely doing that. And like Coach Prime said, get them now while you can. Because they showed yesterday reasons why everything's going to start changing, maybe even this season. I mean, who knows? We might even see upsets of the aforementioned Washington State and Utah. I mean, what's real interesting is that I keep checking that schedule and somehow, some way, Washington isn't on there. That's probably a good thing, but it's really weird that they're not. Nonetheless, I mean, if nothing else, I think that we're back to the point of being where we should be looking forward to the positive things that come with having a Coach Prime up in Boulder. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of up from here. There's still going to be some downs along the way, but definitely an awful lot of up. I certainly see at least a couple of more losses coming along. Again, Arizona State is going to be tough. They're particularly competitive in Pac-12 play every year. They actually were at least seemingly just as tough as the Buffaloes were, but I kind of like to think the Buffaloes were just better than the Sun Devils were, but easy for me to say, and I'm not in Arizona anymore. Nonetheless, I'd probably say that even if I were there. What am I talking about? Nonetheless, let me know what y'all think. I mean, I think we got some good things to look forward to out here in the Denver Boulder area, but that's just me. Call me a homer all you want. It is what it is, but Let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out, y'all.